What if I told you that a family of four who just spent over $8,000 on their Disney World vacation could have done the same exact trip for under four? Well, in this video, we'll show you how the experts do Disney World on a budget to help you save thousands up next. Welcome aboard, everyone. I'm Don B from Eat, Sleep, Disney. And when budgeting for a Disney World vacation, one of the easiest ways to save money is to plan and book your trip early. Not only are rates typically their lowest when they're first released, but here's what most people don't realize about Disney World trips. They do not require full payment when booking. If you book a Walt Disney World vacation package that includes the resort room and park tickets, you only need to pay a $200 deposit. The rest is due 30 days before your trip. If you book a resort room only, you only need to pay for one night up front, and the rest will be charged on your arrival day. This will help you determine exactly how much money to set aside each week or month to save up for the total cost of your trip, which of course makes budgeting so much easier. Plus, the further out you book, the more time you have to save. Along with the benefit of having more time to pay for your Disney World vacation, we often find individuals who take advantage of promotions or who book early save anywhere from $400 to $1,200 on their Walt Disney World vacation. Perhaps one of the easiest ways to save money is to go to Disney World at off times. Now, of course, you might have your heart set on going to Disney World during the holiday season. Maybe you have your heart set at trick-or-treating in Magic Kingdom during Halloween, or you want to see the festivities during Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, or perhaps spring break. But if you're planning a trip during any of these times, don't expect the vacation to be budget-friendly. These are some of the busiest and most expensive times to visit Walt Disney World. Since Disney operates on dynamic pricing, the more in demand the rooms are and visits to the parks are, the more money they'll cost. While we know it's not feasible for everyone, traveling during the school year is your best bet for your budget. Months such as September or February are some of the slowest times at Walt Disney World, so you'll not only save money on your room rates, but also make the most of your time by not waiting in long lines. In fact, going during off times can easily save you $100 to $200 per night on your hotel room. And with shorter wait times, you don't need to spend money on other upgrades, such as lightning lanes. Disney divides its hotels into three categories. There are value resorts, moderate resorts, and deluxe resorts. Value resorts are the cheapest, while deluxe resorts are the most expensive. Currently, there are 5 value resorts on property, including Disney's All-Star Movies, Disney's All-Star Music, Disney's All-Star Sports, and Disney's Pop Century, as well as Disney's Art of Animation. Value resorts cost anywhere from $180 to $400 per night, with the All-Star Trio tending to be the cheapest and the Art of Animation being the most expensive. For comparisons, deluxe resorts cost on average $500 per night or more, depending on the resort and the time of year you're traveling. But the truth be told, value resorts still offer most of the same benefits as the other Disney resorts, including complimentary transportation around Walt Disney World, early entry to the theme parks, the ability to book lightning lanes 7 days in advance, and the ability to book dining reservations 60 days in advance the entire length of your trip. Of course, value resorts do not offer some of the amenities that moderate and deluxe resorts offer, such as water slides, hot tubs, or table service dining on site. Quick service dining and large pools with poolside activities are still available to keep guests entertained, making stays at these hotels one of the easiest ways to save money without sacrificing on the full Disney experience. But there's even a smarter way to save money. If you have Marriott points, you can actually stay at the Walt Disney World Swan and Dolphin hotels. These are on Disney property hotels and give you all the Disney resort benefits, but you can book them with hotel points instead of cash. While you can book your hotel accommodations and tickets separately, we seriously suggest you don't do this. Disney often runs special offers for resort guests or guests booking vacation packages. These special offers typically run during the slower seasons to entice guests to come to the parks. It's another reason to vacation in non-peak times, but occasionally you'll see them year-round. Special offers can include big savings, such as free Disney dining plans, or 30% off resort stays, or discounted theme park tickets. Planning your trip around these offers can help make your trip more affordable. Now we get it, you don't have time to scour the Disney website looking for these deals and promotions. That's why we highly suggest working with a Disney authorized vacation planner. Now, Heidi and I are not travel advisors. That's why we've partnered with Mouse Fan Travel. They are the official travel partner of Eat, Sleep, Disney. We book our Disney trips with Mouse Fan Travel, and you can take advantage of their great deals and promotions, as well as their expert advice and help by using our exclusive link down in the description. By working with a Disney authorized vacation planner and taking advantage of special deals and package promotions, can easily save a family of four $1,000 or more for a week-long Walt Disney World vacation. But there's also a simple strategy that can save you 5% right off the top of your Disney World vacation: purchasing gift cards. Purchasing gift cards can be a great way to save Disney money, especially if you aren't great at saving cash. Not only can you set Disney gift cards aside as you purchase them, but wholesale stores such as Costco and BJ's Wholesale will often offer discounted gift cards, saving guests a few bucks. Additionally, those with a Target Red Card can save 5% on all gift card purchases. And of course, that extra 5% savings can add up. One thing to note about gift cards is to be sure to keep the gift cards somewhere safe until the trip is complete. If for some reason you do have to cancel your trip, any amount paid by Disney gift card will be automatically refunded to the original gift card. If you throw them out upon payment, you may lose the money if something happened. And you likely already know at least one person in your travel party will want famous Mickey ears, or one of your kids will want a bubble wand, and that Disney water bottle or coffee mug, sometimes hard to resist. But if you want to save even more money on your souvenirs, buying these items ahead of time can easily save hundreds of dollars. Retail locations such as Amazon, Target, and Walmart sell many of these items for less than half the price you'll find them in the parks. For example, versions of Mickey or Minnie ear headbands are available on Amazon for between $10 or $20, while purchasing them at the parks usually costs somewhere around $35 or more. Now that you've set up your Disney vacation in advance to save thousands of dollars by planning the right time of year to go, picking the right hotel, and pre-purchasing items like souvenirs, now it's on to the good stuff: how to save money once you're actually at the parks. And there's one simple way for a family of four to save over $100 during your trip. And it's something that Disney doesn't necessarily advertise, but you can get free ice water at any Disney quick service location. Just walk up to any counter with a soda fountain and ask for a cup of ice water. They'll give you a full-size cup for absolutely nothing. Plus, each park offers many water refill stations where you can quickly refill any thermos or water bottles you've brought into the park. So one of our insider tips is to make sure you always bring an insulated water bottle for every member of your family, something like a Stanley or a Yeti. That way you don't need to pay the $4.50 or $5 for bottled water every time you get thirsty. And believe us, even if you travel during the off season, it can get hot in Central Florida. You can bring your own food and non-alcoholic drinks into the parks. If you're driving, bring whatever you like to drink and snack on your journey. If you don't have access to a vehicle, resort guests can get groceries delivered right to the hotel through multiple grocery delivery services. Purchasing quick on-the-go breakfast items such as oatmeal, Pop-Tarts, cereal, and protein bars can significantly cut costs, as you have eliminated the need to purchase breakfast. For anyone who wants to get extremely frugal, you can bring in deli sandwiches and other snacks like trail mix or crackers in resealable bags, and then hey, you can skip lunch or even dinner and instead have a picnic on the hub grass of Magic Kingdom while the castle show is going on in the background. Sounds like a pretty memorable lunch to me. And Disney does allow guests to receive food deliveries of alcohol. So instead of paying for those overpriced cocktails and drinks while at your resort, you can enjoy your favorite beverages at a discounted rate. Keep in mind, you're not allowed to bring those alcoholic beverages into the parks or into Disney Springs, but you can enjoy them back in your room or while walking around your Disney resort. Now we get it, not everyone wants to be lugging around food and drinks with them in the theme parks, but there are still other ways to save money on food while going to Disney World. For instance, all quick service dining locations allow anyone to order from kids' menus. So for anyone with a small appetite, or if you're just looking for a snack, be sure to look at the kids' menu. These meals usually offer 2 sides and a drink included and can save you hundreds during your trip. For example, at Disney Hollywood Studios, if you head to the Backlot Express for lunch, an adult chicken tender meal costs $10.99 with fries, but no drink. While a kid's chicken tender meal costs $8.49, including fries, a fruit, and a drink. Over a week, these savings can add up. And here's something most people don't realize. The portions at many Disney restaurants are huge. You can easily split one meal between 2 people and both walk away satisfied, as well as saving some money. Don't get us wrong. Lightning Lane passes are nice to have, but when we're talking about budgets, they are not a necessity, especially for certain parks as well as for visiting during certain times of year. When people ask us for tips on planning their Disney vacation, one piece of advice we often give them is don't expect to do everything. We often suggest creating a must-do list where every member of the family picks 5 attractions, rides, or shows that they have to do in each park. Make sure to focus on those experiences first, and then everything else you get to do is just extra. When using this approach, obviously lightning lanes aren't necessarily needed. Every ride in the 4 parks have free standby lines, and paying to skip those lines can be expensive. For example, at Magic Kingdom, a lightning lane pass can cost as much as $40 per person. So for a family of 4, that's an extra $160 in luxury spending. So if you opt to purchase Lightning Lane multi-passes for all 4 parks, you could easily spend over $500. So skip the Lightning Lanes and focus on the main priorities for your family if you want to do Disney on a budget. Another upgrade that you can probably pass on and still have a fantastic time at Disney World and save some money is the park hopper option. Hopping to multiple parks on the same day may sound like fun in theory, but it can be exhausting. And when you purchase the upgrade ticket, it's only normal to feel the need to use them. Instead, especially if this is your first time going to Disney World, plan to visit 1 park per day. Not only will this save you money, it will also save you energy and make for a less stressful trip. For example, a 1-day Magic Kingdom park ticket in June is $179. A park hopper option for the same day is $243. Depending on the time of year you travel, adding the park hopper option can vary from somewhere $60 to over $80 per person for this add-on, meaning if you skip the park hopper, a family of 4 can save anywhere from $200 to $300 on their trip. Another simple way to save hundreds of dollars when going to Disney World is to skip character dining. Character dining might sound enticing, and we can confirm they can be fun. However, the reality is that these meals are among the most expensive in Disney World, and most of the characters can actually be met for free in the parks. For example, Chef Mickey's is located in Disney's Contemporary Resort, an icon for Walt Disney World travel. Guests meet Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, Pluto, and Donald throughout their meal, but you can meet all 5 of these characters throughout the theme parks without paying extra. Meanwhile, breakfast at Chef Mickey's costs you $60 per person, and it can be over $70 per person for dinner. So unless you're desperate to meet a character at one of these restaurants you can't meet in the parks, save your money and skip the character meals. Again, this will save you hundreds of dollars over the course of a week for a family of 4. Plus, there's a quick way for you to score $199 savings on your next Disney trip. Just ask one of the PhotoPass photographers to take your picture with your phone or your camera. They're happy to do it. And then you get professional quality photos without the PhotoPass price tag. Your hotel stay or resort stay is likely the main expense for your vacation. So why not utilize its amenities? The average Disney vacation length is 1 week. With only 4 theme parks, you have multiple days to explore the resorts and non-theme park amenities Disney World offers, which is not only fun, but also can save you money. Each resort has spectacular pool areas, daily free resort activities, nightly movies under the stars, and much more. Disney Springs is also a bus ride away from the hotels, and there are other activities throughout the resort area, like mini golf, award-winning golf courses, or simply exploring other resorts you're not staying at are just a few ways to spend your rest days. Instead of purchasing theme park tickets for every day of your vacation, stick with 1 park per day and scope out what else Disney has to offer. You might fall in love with a new resort and start planning your second vacation early. Not to mention, skipping purchasing tickets for every day of your stay can actually save you up to $74 per person. Starting in 2025, all Disney Resort guests get free admission to either Blizzard Beach or Typhoon Lagoon Water Park on their check-in day. Those water park tickets typically cost $74 per adult, but they're completely free for just staying on Disney property. But the catch is, it's only valid on your arrival day, and the water parks close at 5 p.m. So you'll want to plan to arrive early in the day to take advantage of this. But for a family of 4, that's nearly $300 in free entertainment on the first day of your trip. So using our tips, how much money can you actually save? Ultimately, your complete Walt Disney World vacation budget will vary depending on your vacation choices. 3 main factors to consider when planning for your 2025 Disney World vacation are the time of year you're traveling, the resort category, if you're able to take advantage of any special offers and discounts, as well as your dining options. In fact, if you follow all of our tips and suggestions, you can actually save over 50% on your Walt Disney World vacation. With some time spent planning ahead and discipline, it's easy to see how a family of 4 can spend around $4,000 on a Disney vacation and have just as much fun as another family who spends twice as much. Of course, just exactly how much you need to budget for your Disney World trip does depend on your personal preferences. So, lucky for you, right here on YouTube, we put together our complete look at how much it actually costs to go on a Disney World vacation. In that video, we break down the exact cost for different categories and how much you should budget depending on your family's preferences. That way, you can come up with a realistic budget for your Disney vacation based on what's most important to you, and your Disney vacation will truly be unforgettable.